will be prosecuted.
Does the word mean anything to you?
Yeah, I chose this profession, so therefore I earned beer.
You want to go to the matinee?
The feeling is definitely there.
You don't know my name!
It's a new morning in America.
This is the old dude, Howard J. Reynolds.
Step into my office.
Not going to be too many punks.
Now would you stop worrying about the punk?
You! That's my name!
Yeah, let's go to the punk rock show.
Introducing for your listening pleasure.
Here we go, episode 52 of the High Fives podcast. Moke.
Nathan.
What's happening?
There's stuff happening.
Yeah, I haven't called you Moke in a little while. That's new.
Yeah.
It's kind of dying out.
It's died a little bit.
Yeah.
My phone still autocorrects to Moke, though.
Are you down?
Am I down with it dying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
Really?
You want me to keep it going?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we've developed merch around it. What are we going to do with those action figures?
Oh, you don't want the Moke ones if they're called Mike ones?
No.
Oh. All right, Moke it is.
Well, and we can't go into the factory and just pull all the ones that say Moke. It's not going to make sense if we get rid of Moke.
Yeah,
If we just forget about Moke.
Yeah.
Forgot about Moke.
We could just bury them like the ET and the Atari thing.
What's that?
Atari made like an ET game.
Yeah.
And it bombed. It was supposed to be the biggest video game ever in the 80s and it bombed. And then they just got rid of it. They pulled it off shelves. They buried it in a landfill. And forever it was like urban myth. People were like, no, that didn't really happen.
Really?
And then a few years ago, somebody dug them up and they were in a landfill.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And what do they go for on eBay now? Do you know?
I have no idea. Well, people still had the ET game. It's not like they all disappeared.
Oh, okay.
It was just they were mass produced and people, Atari was like, no, fuck it, get rid of them.
Huh.
So they just didn't let people buy them after.
What a story.
Yeah. I think there's a documentary on it.
Really?
I think. If not, there should be.
Did the internet
I basically
tell you
just
that?
narrated it.
Yeah. You're just like Morgan Freeman. I've always thought that of you. Moken Freeman, right?
Oh, that's horrible.
It's hard to say. Episode 52, top 5 sweater weather songs.
Sweater weather.
Yeah, not songs about fall, because we did that list already. This is totally different. Sweater weather.
Yeah. Sweater weather is kind of synonymous with fall, no?
Well, I think they're different topics.
Okay.
I feel different about...
I noticed that neither of us are really wearing sweaters either. We're both in hoodies.
Those are sweaters.
Yes.
I don't know if you know that.
Yes.
Yeah. I like this one.
I did too.
Yeah. Was it, did you go back to your fall picks?
I looked at the fall picks.
And did it, did you have to correct your list? Did you have to hit the autocorrect?
No, but I looked at it before I started making my list and then consciously didn't pick some bands.
Did you notice what I picked?
No.
Okay. You just look for you.
I don't care about you, Nate. I think we've made that clear throughout.
We establish this every episode.
52 episodes. You haven't figured it out. This is about me.
It's like the introduction.
It's a Mike Vanity project.
Yeah. That'd be a great production name. A Mike Vanity project. Let's talk about what I've been listening to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have some crossover. There's a lot. I feel like we haven't recorded for a while, hey?
Dude, and I think it's just that
this is
that time of the year. Yeah. Because nobody wants to put shit out at Christmas.
So they're
right. So let's get it all out.
I think summer's that way
October.
too, right?
Yeah.
I feel like
beginning of summer.
Summer gets a lot of stuff and then it's dead for a while because people are no one's buying anything.
Yeah. So let's go through. I picked 4, just 4 things.
Oh, wow. You were much better than me.
Yeah. I mean, that's, again, something we establish every episode. Refused is where I'm going to start. War Music. I think this is an awesome follow-up to Freedom. We talked a lot about Freedom in the last episode, an album both you and I liked. So there's no reason why I wouldn't like this one. I felt like it was kind of along the same lines, aggressive, but still really melodic.
I thought it was slightly better.
Better than Freedom? Huh.
Yeah,
okay.
I think there's more to it than Freedom.
I mean, I certainly haven't had the time that I had with the old album, but instantly I really like this album.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it. Did you find there's some weird recording stuff on it? I thought there was there's some of these backup vocals that sometimes come in. They're a little bit more clear than in other.
Yeah, I
few
feel like
songs.
they mess around with a lot of that
Yeah,
kind of
I
stuff.
like it.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool. A band that you were sent out a query about, Wildlife, which I'm shocked you've never heard these guys, because I feel like they exist in your wheelhouse.
They should, hey?
Like they built your wheelhouse. They live in your wheelhouse. Like it's got like that Sheer Mag vibe, that kind of Thin Lizzy vibe, like kind of a Turbo Negro vibe in there. And like
the name Wildlife.
even, well, no, see, like I get like,
That's what turned me off.
yeah, because I think there's like some acoustic group called Wildlife out there as well.
Oh,
but they
really?
spell it with an I as opposed to a Y.
I think the Y is what really turned me off.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah, I can see that. I can see that. So yeah, and it's like full of party songs. Like I've only listened to, they've got a bunch of singles, and then like the one album I got was Out on Your Block, which came out in 2017. But this is like the band that sings the party songs that I want to hear, that I've been like missing through all the kind of party bands. So, I mean, I think you got to give it a
I
fair
will.
shake
I haven't listened to a song of
and
theirs.
report back.
Okay.
And it won't shock me if you don't like it, because I'm
a wild card.
Yeah, with a Y.
Yeah.
You're a wild card with a Y. Menzingers, Hello Exile, is very mixed reviews. The polarizing reviews on this album. And I'm not going to go into a long diatribe about it. But I don't understand what the complaints are. On first listen, I was like, I don't think I'm going to like this. It felt a lot slower. And then I started listening to it, and then I couldn't stop listening to it.
Can I interrupt you for 1 second?
Can. Yeah. Hop in.
Is that not the way all the Menzingers albums are?
I feel like, yeah.
Like I feel like every time I've ever listened to a Menzingers album, the first time I listened to it, I'm like, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
I probably won't dig this. And then later
Yeah.
on, you're like, oh, this is way better than anything else they've done.
Yeah. But I feel like we're getting more and more towards this direction of like everything has to be amazing, and it has to be amazing on the first listen. And if it's not amazing, it's just shit, and just get rid of it and don't bother with it. And like, there's been reviews talking about the fact that, you know, they're just writing about the same tired stuff about, you know, getting older, in their 30s, drinking too much, broken relationships. And it's like, yeah, but what else do you want from the Menzingers? Like I mean, they write autobiographically. The guys have, you know, finished their last album, then went on tour for the next year and wrote another album. So what kind of life experience do you expect to extract from that?
Yeah, and one of them got sober, and that's clear on the album.
Right.
And
so
like, there's a guy, and they're like inching towards their 40s.
Sure.
Which is like, I don't know. That's what I like about the Menzingers, because it's relatable to people our age. I think I don't get the backlash at all.
No.
Like I understand. There's a point where some bands write the same song and it's redundant.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think they've hit this yet.
No, it's not the same songs.
I can see what people worry about in that world.
Yeah.
Like you tread to dangerous territory if you're writing the same thing. But if you're doing a good job of it and you're still captivating people, then I don't see the issue. It's the problem is like, and I don't want to pick on a band, but I'll mention a band like Good Riddance.
Okay.
So there's probably two or three Good Riddance albums that just kind of they're good albums, but they're not like, wow, great Good Riddance albums. The one that came out this year changed that again. Something changed again, and it feels fresh and new.
Right.
So like maybe there's that with the Menzingers, but I don't get that feeling off this album yet.
No.
Maybe
I think
if
this is
they
a
wrote-
great follow-up to After the Party.
Yeah. I mean, personally right now, I still prefer After the Party, but I feel like this is growing on me every listen. So
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get, and even if it's not After the Party, even if it's not to that caliber, like, why does everything have to be the best? Every new thing has to be the best, or has this comparison, you know, that is just unrealistic to have everyone be better than the last.
Do you think it's because there is so much, so the competition is there? So like, because everything's accessible now?
I guess, yeah. And that just frustrates me more.
It is a frustrating thing.
Yeah.
It's the classic, there's good things and bad things about it, about everything being accessible in the world.
Yeah.
So it's like TV's like that, movies are like that, like everything in pop culture is basically like that, because there's so many options.
I guess
and
I'm
everything's
just saying,
so quick.
Yeah.
So like, if it doesn't catch you in that moment, you may never go back to it, because there was 400 other things that came out that day.
But I think we can both agree that just because it didn't catch you doesn't mean it's shit.
100%.
Yeah. So that's kind of my point with it. The last one is Lone Wolf, a band that you brought to the podcast, Together Alone. I thought this was the big winner the week it came out. I was really stoked on this record. I think it's really cool. I think it's a great progression from the first album. Like I think it's still within that kind of wheelhouse, but just elevating it. And like I felt like some of the stuff kind of sounded more like had like a bit of a pop vibe to it. I don't know if it was like the riffs or the way they were kind of singing the choruses or what it was, but there was something in there that just kind of like grabbed me into that kind of sound, which I'm kind of digging these days.
It's weird that I haven't listened to that one because I was so into that first Lone Wolf album. I gave it one quick listen, but I think there was so much that's come out in the last like month that I just like, I put it to the side and it's in my like, it's
in
on
your
my
queue.
It's in my queue. I just haven't got to it.
Yeah.
So I haven't even given it a good listen. It didn't sound bad to me. It sounded like a Lone Wolf album.
It's a higher quality, I think, too, on the production side. Yeah.
It did sound clearer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that could go either way with me. But
Yeah.
I haven't really even tested it, so I don't want to make a comment.
Report back.
I will. I got lots of reporting to do.
Yeah,
okay?
so
It's
much
like a lot of
reporting.
homework.
For High Fives News, this is Mo Kondik reporting.
Keep trying to make Moke happen.
This is Moke Life.
It's
Mike, Moke, whatever we call you. What have you been listening
When did
to?
I find that band that was referred to themselves as glammy something? And I was like, it's a Moke world we're living in now. It was like on like a big publication too. And I was like, they used glam something.
It would have been great if they had subtitled it with
It's a Moke world we're living in.
Yeah. Something to aspire to.
I felt vindicated that somebody used glammy glam.
I think it was you.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I have a lot, but we covered the Menzingers.
We did.
So I don't have to go there.
Check.
Another band is the Bothers album.
Okay.
Which it's just an album I stumbled upon like online. I don't even know how I found it. It wasn't a Bandcamp dive or anything. It just kind of I read something about it, checked it out, and it's really really I don't know if you checked it out. It's got a very Bronx feel to it.
Yeah, I did check it out. It didn't grab me right away. But teach their own.
Yeah, teach their own.
Yeah.
The Legwagon.
Yeah.
Which I think is amazing.
Amazing.
I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I think it's like, I think it's better than the last one, and I really like the last one.
Yeah.
Like I just like how more intense it is.
I like it as a record, but there's no standouts on it for me. Like Hang was Hang had a bunch of standouts for me. This one, I couldn't pick a song. I like listening to it, but there's no like song pulls from it for me.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. That's a good point. It's a great album.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I could name, like, I think Surviving California is probably the one that grabbed me the most.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't think there's anything. It's just like a really good album. It flows really quick.
Yeah, it does go quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the cover art.
Yeah. The cover
I'll give
art is
it up
amazing.
for the cover art.
A band called No Sugar, and they're a garage rock and roll punk band from Germany.
So they wouldn't be able to pour sugar on anybody.
No.
Okay. Just clarifying that. Because they have no sugar.
No sugar.
Zero.
It's on Dirt Cult, so if you like stuff off Dirt Cult, you'll kind of...
I don't think I know that.
No, I thought you liked a lot of Dirt Cult record stuff.
I don't think so.
Okay, doesn't matter. We'll keep going. The new Audio Karate, which came out this week.
Oh, and
I really like it. It's
Yeah.
like it's more. I don't know. Like this is a bad word, but it's more adult than the other Audio Karates. Like it's like
I love adult content.
There's a lot more layers to it. It doesn't sound like they were trying to recreate a sound that they had.
I've been wanting to listen to this record though.
Yeah, it's good.
Awesome.
The Red Scare Cop.
Oh, I did know that was out, but I haven't heard it.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
Yeah?
Yeah, the Sincere Engineer song's awesome. The Copyright song, the Bomb Pop song.
Is
the
there
LA
lots
song.
of unreleased stuff?
Yeah, lots of it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. The Bomb Pops cover an Enemy U song, which is really good.
Huh.
The Lippies have a new one on there.
Yeah, so much new stuff. It's been a challenge to keep up, Mike.
Yeah, and I got two more even.
Two more.
Well, I did 8.
This is the list that will not end.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this band called Ghost Party.
Okay.
And I discovered them because they were on the Fest comp that Say 10 Records put out
yeah.
last week. And they were just kind of interesting. They kind of reminded me of Larry and the Flask. Is it Larry and his Flask? Or
and his Flask.
Larry and his Flask.
Yeah.
and Mad Caddy's like ragtimey stuff,
Oh, cool.
but with a female singer. So it's kind of cool. It's only 5 songs, which is like perfect for that, I think.
Yeah. I listened to that comp and there was a lot of like stuff that I was like, who's this? Who's that? Like I didn't recognize the bands, but like lots of standout stuff that I would go back and explore a lot of those bands. It was a good comp.
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah.
I still have to go through some of it, but that was one of the ones that right away I was like, who is that? I got to check that out.
It's a job. It's a job, Mike.
Last one is Rustin Kelly, and his album's called Dirty Emo, and I'm guessing he's a country singer.
Rustin?
Yeah, and I don't
like
know.
Dustin, but with an R?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, that is it. But it's just it's all folk country covers of quote emo songs. So he does a Dashboard song. He does Saves the Day, My Chemical Romance, and Taylor Swift. So
all right. Is that it?
Yeah, let's talk about sweater weather.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about sweater weather. All right. My first pick is the one that is most different from all the ones on the list. Is your list fairly sad, would you say? I feel like sweater weather is sad.
Yeah,
right?
I have that right here. I like sad music when it's cold.
There it is. There it is.
Maybe not sad, but slower songs. There's a theme to what I like.
You're not listening to the Mighty Mighty Boss tones when, the leaves start changing to orange.
Yeah, probably not.
It's just not happening, especially here because, we get locked in for a while. When that first snowfall happens, no matter what happens after it,
it's
begun.
It's never the same.
No, it looks like garbage outside. It's just lock in.
I know when you see pictures online of people like their love affair with fall. You're like, we get like a week of that kind of nice gold, and then it's like brown dyeing.
Yeah. Because everything's been snowed on.
Yeah.
And then it's melted and now it's moldy.
Yeah.
And gross.
So I don't know if we ever get to enjoy fall the way that other places do.
No. We don't get to.
It's just cold. But I do like sweaters. I like a hoodie.
Sure. I like wearing flannels and jeans.
Yeah, you're a flannel guy. Hey?
Yeah.
I can't wear the flannels.
Why not?
I got weird shoulders.
Oh yeah. You gotta have good shoulders. If there's one thing people say about me, it's look at the shoulders on that guy.
Because of my shoulders, I caught in between medium and large. And a flannel.
Okay.
Then the flannel either like looks like I'm wearing a dress or it's too tight.
Or you are in fact wearing a dress.
Well, I think I could pull a dress off.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I hear that. Like, I feel like that with pants a lot of the time. I'm in between sizes.
Oh, that's trouble.
I had a friend of mine that told me about this store. I don't think it's still open. It was like kind of a boutique-y store. I think it was in New York or Seattle.
Oh, around the corner.
Right around the corner. Well, there is an internet, Michael. But he went to this place and they had in-between sizes.
Oh, that's genius.
So they had like a medium large or a large extra large.
I need that.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, how did that not take off? Anyways, I digress. Let's
get
go
back to music.
To the music.
We'll say that for our fashion
it's
podcast.
About the music, Mike. So musically, this is the most different on my list because I don't want to say my list is sad, but it's definitely like more of like the down tempo, let's say.
Yeah.
This one's a little more up tempo. So let's just I figured let's get into it fast and heavy and hard.
Yeah.
Like the sweater, right?
What kind of hard sweaters are you wearing? I like a soft sweater. I'm a
like,
smooth,
you're like
soft
a cashmere kind of guy, aren't you?
I like to feel warm and wrapped.
So some may interpret these lyrics to be a song about a shitty breakup. I interpret these lyrics to be a song about the love and appreciation for facial hair. The song is Razor Burn by
nice.
Lagwagon on the album Haas. It's just a banger of a song. And
one of my favorites.
One of the reasons that I chose it, other than just being a love affair about facial hair, is because fall is a time that I change too. I'm like a caterpillar going into chrysalis, and soon will come the butterfly. So
Nathan, you're always a butterfly in my eyes.
And
don't
fall,
let anybody tell you otherwise.
in fall, because I'm a bald man, that's no secret.
No,
I'm a bald man.
We've all mocked it.
Yeah. Yeah. So facial hair is really the only change I can do to change.
Yes.
And so come usually like the day before, sometimes the week before Halloween, depending on the costume, which almost always calls for a clean face. I take whatever is on, which is usually a mustache. The summer stash comes into retirement, gets taken off. We go down to clean face. And then on November 1st starts the first day of beard growing season. And that lasts till we get to spring/summer. And then the summer stash comes out again. And that is the life cycle of my face.
Huh.
And it's a yearly thing.
I've never noticed this whole life cycle.
No?
I mean, I've noticed the beard and I've noticed the mustache. I've just never put it all together.
Yeah. So now you know.
Well, like I said, I just always think you're a butterfly. So,
isn't that your favorite Crazy Town song too?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's what I got tattooed on my back.
So nice.
Yeah.
So good. And then you've got that, do you call it an Easter egg? See, I've always wondered about this phrase, Easter egg, because, in Razorburn, they go to the Come All Ye Faithful a little bit in there, which also tags Christmas, which is also a part of sweater weather. It's multi-layered, multifaceted choice here, Mike, for my number one. But do you call that an Easter egg?
That's not an Easter egg.
No? What do you call it? Why is that not an Easter egg? And it's just out of curiosity.
I think an Easter egg is something that's hidden that you would have to look for.
But I feel like that's hidden in the song.
Come all you faith. It's like right out there. That's not hidden.
Well, but
it's not like they're like.
For somebody who's not like a big Christmas fan, you might be like, what's that song?
Okay.
Poor man's Easter egg?
It's a poor man's Easter egg.
Okay, but could be considered an Easter egg.
It's like a Where's Waldo with 5 people and then the Waldo's there.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, what's your first pick?
My first pick it's a song whose lyrics...
A song, yes.
Whose lyrics, they just kind of hit home.
Okay.
And it's the sad part because like sometimes I'm kind of a hermit at the best of times.
It was the best of times.
It was the worst of times. But especially in the winter, like, I mean, you can attest as being a friend of mine. Like, I really don't tread out when it's like
it's
cold.
hard to do, man. It's hard to do.
And and you start kind of thinking about all the shitty things about life when you're sitting alone and cold and like I just grumpy. I think I have like mild seasonal depression.
Yeah.
This song whenever it's cold, this song has been like in my ears since it came out. And it's just because of the lines talking about getting old.
Okay.
So the song is 17er by Lawrence Arms.
Okay, yeah.
And that part where he talks about like the black in my beard had turned white and the pretty girls used to smile at me and now they just stare straight ahead and look down at their feet. And that's like how I feel in the winter always. I'm just like, I'm so old now.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
So that's why I picked this one.
That's a good pick. I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Self-deprecating.
Let's do it. Razorburn, Lagwagon, and
Lawrence Arms, 17er.
She broke up with me 2 days later. I think she meant to run in Italy. She has a new man, I have a new mustache. Now all my friends are gonna call dial, but it's too late now. My heart has grown so cold, and the corpse I leave behind ain't gonna be no pretty boy. It's a sick sack of disease. We thought about where's we love to go, high and beautiful, and fucking in the snow on New Year's Day or Christmas Eve, on a warm November night, buried beneath the orange leaves. There's a few dreams and ways that we could leave, but my heart got kicked out of all its homes. That tired young just didn't work out, so I guess I'm dying old. Now there ain't nowhere left to go, 'cause all my love would rather be alone. Yesterday, I woke up to find the black in my beard had turned to white, and the pretty girls who used to smile at me just stared out straight ahead or looked down at their feet. So tonight, I'll sit up here with these street lights and these 17 beers, straight from the page of a teenage diary, underneath these shitty stars, like I was 17. I mean, that my heart got kicked out of all its homes. That tired young just didn't work out, so I guess I'm dying old. Now there ain't nowhere left to go, 'cause all my love would rather be alone. Now there ain't nowhere left to go, 'cause all my love would rather be alone.
You know how people talk about Vancouver as like, you know, like people can go into seasonal depression because, you know, it's so gray and rainy a lot of the time, especially through their winter and stuff. And like
That
we
would kill
get,
me.
well, but we get the sun and stuff, but we do have like those snaps of cold that like just are never ending.
So like for now, this kind of weather that we're having right now is the worst for me because there's no sun.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
even if it's like plus 18,
Right.
it's cloudy and overcast and like Chinook-y.
We haven't had plus 18 in a while though, in fairness.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
could get like a plus 18
We had
day.
sun today.
Today wasn't bad, but
Yeah.
like 2 days ago, it was like dark all day. It was warm.
Right.
But it was,
well, and you get that like real early, like, or that real late dark in the morning.
Yeah.
And that real early dark at night, right?
Yeah, I
Till
don't
the
like it.
clocks change.
like it could be minus 30 and sunny and I'll feel like 100 times better than if it's like plus 10 and cloudy and dreary.
Right.
So sorry.
No, that's okay.
Go back to your Vancouver.
Well, I was just saying, like, people don't really attribute seasonal depression to a place like Calgary because it's not necessarily gray all the time, but like, man, like winter is hard living.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's hard.
If you haven't lived it,
Yeah.
I don't think you know what it's like.
Yeah. Yeah. Like at this time, it's the anticipation for the long,
you just know it's
run,
coming
for the marathon.
Yeah. I don't know. Like that's something you can't explain to somebody that doesn't live in a place that has winter like we do.
Yeah.
Like you can't explain the length, the duration of it. So it's like, yeah, October till May, June.
Yeah.
Could be July.
Who knows?
You don't know.
Who knows?
Anyway, this is the episode of two old guys talking about the weather, and
which is very much like the WhatsApp chat.
Yeah.
You might know this song. It's called The Pier, and it's by a band called Warm Thoughts. And the album is I Went Swimming Alone, which I love. I locked into this album after you introduced me to it. Like I think it was like January of last year, winter of last year. And yeah, like I finally, took the needle off the record for a minute and like went and listened to other things. But every time I come back to this, I could listen to it 2-3 times over and over again. So the band, Warm Thoughts, I mean, the band name itself connects to the topic. So again, we're going multi-layer here, Mike. This is a multi-layer pick.
I like how you went.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man. And like this song, I don't know if you have the song in your mind right away or not, but this is probably one of my favorite songs on the record. And I kept thinking like the lyrics were less literal and like had like a greater metaphorical meaning sort of thing. But like I could never really figure it out. So I kind of attributed a meaning to this. I don't know if this is anywhere
That's
near.
all that matters.
Yeah. It's subjective, right?
It's what it means to you.
But I feel like the pier or the beach is like, it's like summer coming to an end, and it's like, it's all beaten up and it's going to be forgotten about until next year. And so that's what I think this song's about. The album also has like that kind of reflective, like vibe of like,
I would say it's a very sweater weather song album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. Sweater weather. Sweater weather.
I like how you say that. I don't have that range in my fake accents.
No?
No.
Well, there's always time, Mike.
I could work on it.
Yeah, you could.
I could.
We could do classes.
I could take a class.
We could do coaching
over the winter.
Yeah, in your sweater.
My number 2 is The Promise Ring.
Oh, nice. I feel like that instantly screams sweater.
Yeah. So I mean, there's so many bands from this kind of like era of emo pop punk stuff that I could have went with. So like,
sure.
But we've talked a lot about Saves the Day before. We've talked
Sure.
a lot about Get Up Kids. Texas is the Reason. Jimmy Eat World. So I tried to steer.
I feel like we haven't talked about Texas is the Reason a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I maybe had talked about them.
Maybe once.
All right.
But not a lot.
Anyway.
I'm policing this show as well. I don't know if
No
you
one
noticed
listens to the
that.
back catalog. It's all about now. It's the future. Anyway, so I just wanted to go with a band that we haven't done a lot with.
Yeah.
I know we brought up Promise Ring before, but so,
I don't know. Maybe.
I know I have once.
You have.
Yeah. But the song I picked is called Make Me a Mixtape.
Oh, that sounds like it's right up your alley.
It is, because it's a weird memory I have of like in my old house.
Okay.
My room was above the garage and it was always cold. Like it's freezing in that room.
Just not enough insulation.
I don't know what it was. It just was
Maybe
cold.
it was haunted.
Maybe.
Ghosts.
It was always cold. But something I used to do in the winter, something very nerdy, was sit in the corner and put a blanket on me and sit on the heater.
Oh, nice.
And make mixtapes.
I don't think that's nerdy. I think it's like a cat.
Yeah.
You're like a house cat.
I do have kind of house cat qualities.
Yeah.
I'm kind of moody.
I always see you like lounging on the top of a couch, like just laying across it when I come over.
Yeah.
Which I've always thought is weird. You love yarn.
I was just trying to be sexually seductive to you, but it is a house cat thing. But yeah, I'd sit there and my stereo and all my CDs and albums and tapes were there, and I'd make mixtapes
right
in the corner, like a lot during the winter. So I thought that's why I went with Promise Ring. Kind of has got like a fall feel to it.
Yeah.
And making mixtapes.
Also multi-layered.
I don't get to make mixtapes like that anymore. I wish somebody would make me a mixtape sometime.
Do you?
Yeah, I would love a mixtape.
Really? But do you even have anything to listen to it on?
Like a mixed CD would work.
Okay, a mixed CD.
Or even a mixed, like a playlist. No, playlist never has that feeling, hey?
No, it doesn't.
You'll never get that.
No. Do you have a CD player in your car?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could listen to it in your car because you don't have a CD player in your house.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And do you have a tape player?
Yep.
You do?
It's right there.
Wow. Does it still work?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you play tapes on it?
I have.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Christmas is coming.
Mixtapes for me.
Yeah. Moke tapes. Okay. So, is there any more about this song?
No.
Okay. I like your story.
Do you?
Yeah. I really like it.
I like you.
Thanks. I like you too. The beer, Warm Thoughts, Sam.
The Promise Ring, make me a mixtape.
The pier collapsed. Its structural integrity was compromised by the sea. The beach was closed. They found hypodermic needles in the sand. They never buffed it out. The homophobic tagging on the door side of the jetty. And I'm not at peace. Misplaced my virginity. the alarm, waking up South and North Avenue. My skin's gonna wonder what, my skin is gonna wonder what I'm doing now. My skin is gonna wonder, my skin is gonna wonder what I am doing now. So write me a letter and tell me where you are, how to get there and how long that it takes to take me some songs. Make me a mixtape, something old and something new, something I said or that we did that reminds me of you. Make me a mixtape that makes me yours. My skin's gonna wonder what, my skin is gonna wonder what I'm doing now. My skin is gonna wonder, my skin is gonna wonder what I am doing now. So write me a letter and tell me where you are, how to get there and how long that it takes to take me some songs. Make me a mixtape, something old and something new, something I said or that we did that reminds me of you. Make me a mixtape that makes me yours. Make me a mixtape, don't leave out Hughes Gurdue. Put something on that the Cars did in 1982. Make me a mixtape that brings me closer to you. Make me a mixtape that brings me closer to you. Make me a mixtape, don't leave out Hughes Gurdue. Put something on that the Cars did in 1982. Put on around, 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 around you do. Make me a mixtape that brings me closer to you.
This band is sweater weather. Like everything about this song that I picked just screams like grab a sweater. And then this band,
It's the sweaters, isn't it?
yeah, it's mostly the sweaters. Yeah. It's not the sweaters, Mike.
Okay.
That would have been a horrible pick. Is that your next pick?
Yes.
Okay. This comes from an underrated album that I feel like was not really celebrated or talked about. The album's Among the Ghosts. The band is Lucero.
Oh, yes.
And the song is Everything Is Changed.
Very, very sweater weather.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this band, this album specifically would be like the greatest like soundtrack to a motorcycle adventure.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, I think a lot of their music, I feel like this one wasn't as kind of, I don't want to say like it was like catchy or poppy, but like the album before, something about a man, I can't remember what it was called. Anyways, the album before this, I don't want to say it was poppy, but it was like catchier. Like it had more kind of like greater like appeal. And I think it had like a lot of horns in it and stuff too. So this album was like a little bit darker, you know, not as like...
I'll agree.
Yeah. So I think maybe that was why kind of like a lot of the talk fell off.
This is more folksy.
Yeah, but it's really good.
Yeah, I like it.
It's really good. If you don't put on a sweater listening to this song, well...
You can't enjoy your sweater.
No, you can't. No. You don't know what a sweater is. You've never even seen a sweater.
No.
What do you pick for number 3? What's your choice?
This choice is a new song actually.
That just
came out this month, I believe, or maybe like at the end of last month.
That's exciting.
So we don't usually do that.
No, we don't. That's a change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know why my voice got all like sultry there.
I do. I know why. You're turning into a cat.
Yeah. Meow.
I can see your tail growing. Poking out of your sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the stuff. Anyway,
Okay.
The band is Red City Radio.
Okay, yeah.
The song is Love a Liar.
Is this a new song by them?
It is.
A single?
It's a single because I haven't heard anything about an album yet, so I figured it was fair play.
Yeah. I think anything's fair play.
That's true.
Yeah. Or fair dinkum, as the mates down south would say.
I don't speak crazy.
Wow. Okay.
And that's how the podcast ended.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Moke was never to be heard from again.
Never.
Anyway, I think the song is actually about a relationship, kind of like you were saying with Razorburn. But my own interpretation is that, like, sometimes when the weather is cold and stuff, you pick on yourself a little bit, or you pick on your the shitty stuff about you. You start thinking about that, or at least I do, because again, probably just because of being a little bit depressed.
Yeah,
it's just it's hard to find positives.
Yeah,
and I think the message of the song is that even if you feel inadequate, there's a way you got to get through it.
Sure.
So if you got to push to get through it, and that's kind of like winter, like we were saying. Like it's like the season is a time to push through.
So the song is "Push It Real Good" by
Salt and Pepper. Yeah,
Peppa. Yeah.
Push it real
Not
good.
Pepper, Mike.
Sorry. Again.
What is this song? Did you say it already?
Yeah, Love a Liar.
Oh yeah, by Red City Radio.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying there? It's a little bit of a stretch.
I do. No, I don't think it's stretching.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's stretching, Mike.
All right.
No stretching involved here.
Excellent. It worked for me, so.
What is this? Like, do they have kind of a new sound? What's the single sound like? I mean, I'm going to hear it, but like, tee it up a little for me. Cause I feel like Red City came out of the gates hot and then like, it tapered off a little bit.
I think this is hot again.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's hot.
Okay. Are they going to drop it?
Like it's hot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
a lot of 90s references tonight.
Well, that's a 2000. No, drop it like it's hot.
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no sense of time anymore.
Not me either.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go. Everything has changed. Lucero and
Red City Radio, Love a Liar.
change. Time to reap the harvest I have sown. There might be another way, but I don't care too much to wait. Let's do this now, or just leave me alone. Looking like dark days, ain't nobody else to blame. Somewhere down in hell they call my name. Looking like another fight, the devil's drinking angels right. Well, my friend, now everything has changed. Well, my friend, now everything has changed.
I'll never know just what you see in me. Don't you know you shouldn't live a lie? But if you wanna take a chance on me, I can show you that my heart's on fire for you. My baby, my lady, my queen. Give me just a little time to show you what I mean. When I tell you that I love you and I don't want you to leave, but this energy is killing me. I'll tell you what we need right now. I think we just need each other. We need each other right now. So we can get together. Maybe we can get it figured out. Maybe we can get it figured out. Maybe we can get it figured out.
I saw this next band just last week. They were excellent. The band is Pup. The album is self-titled.
I knew you were going to pick a Pup song.
Man, they're from Canada. They sing about Canada.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Right?
fair.
They're great.
They are. I just like making fun of you because when you see a band, you're always into them really hardcore.
I really am into them hardcore, Mike.
Yeah.
I like this band a lot, and I think it's because it's different. Like, so they did a cover of "Plea from a Cat Named Virtue" by the Weaker Thans, and I thought they did a pretty good job. And they said, you gotta clap a little louder when we're done this song because we can't play this song at all. And they said, but the funny thing is, we've been kind of ripping off these guys since we started doing this, and maybe that's it. Maybe like their interpretation of the Weaker Thans is what makes their sound a little different. Maybe it was just a joke. I don't know, Mike. I'm not in the band. Okay. Stop asking me all these questions. But yeah, I like this band. The song I chose is called Dark Days, and it's a song about the impending cold winter that's coming. And it's a song that says, fuck the sweater and grab a jacket.
Yeah.
So I'm
It's
just
the next
I'm
step.
taking
It's
it
the next
to the
level.
next. Yeah. Again, multi-level, multi-layered picks here tonight. It's a song about survival. Survival is on the way. You're going to have to survive. Not just live, but survive, right? So two different things, Mike. And so, yeah, I mean, when you think about fall here, I think you don't think about like the season. You just think about winter happening over and over again until it actually grabs hold of you and shakes you and says, I'm here.
Usually about January 2nd.
Yeah. Sweater weather. So there you go. There's my pick. It was a great show. Really good.
I believe it.
enjoyed it. Yeah.
I like pop. I just like making fun of you.
I know.
That's how I get to the winter.
Yeah.
And life. Do you like Jawbreaker?
Nah, you know what? I want to. People seem to love this band.
Yeah.
But it's not grabbed me yet.
No, that's fair. I sort of have a similar relationship with I like Jawbreaker a lot.
Okay.
But it took me a while to get into them. I was always told that you should like Jawbreaker.
And isn't that interesting? Because I feel like when we were kids and you go down the candy aisle, there was always a kid telling you, why don't you get a Jawbreaker? And it took a long time to get into it. And you were like, yeah, I'll just have the candy.
I was always a Jawbreaker candy kid.
Well, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly with your number 4 pick here.
My number 4 pick's not Jawbreaker.
But isn't that
I just wanted you to make enemies on this podcast.
Oh, but isn't that interesting?
Yes.
All right.
Sure. We'll talk about that on the
I'm setting you up for failure, Nate. That's what I'm doing.
Anyway, the reason I brought up Jawbreaker is
Tell me.
You're probably not a fan of Jets to Brazil then.
No, you know what? So here's something funny. It's not really funny. It's just a little story. I was listening to Spotify one day and I feel like a couple songs of Jets to Brazil came on and I was like, oh, these are interesting. And I liked them so that I could go back to them. And I haven't gone back to them, but the name sounds familiar. I know I've liked some songs. That's my story about Jets to Brazil. I hope you enjoyed it.
It's a likely story.
Sounds right.
But after I fell in love with Jawbreaker, I tried to get into Jets to Brazil and I did not. I struggled a long time liking Jets
Is
to
this another
Brazil.
setup?
No, this is real.
Okay.
The singer from Jawbreaker is in Jets to Brazil.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, after Jawbreaker broke up.
Okay.
It took a bit, and then maybe about like 3-4 years ago, I got really into Jets to Brazil. And Blake, who's the singer-songwriter, he writes a lot of songs that are very sweater weather.
Nice.
Very like seasonally based.
Nice.
And for example, they have a song called Autumn Walker.
Yeah, I would say that qualifies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the easy one to go with. But I picked a song called Further North off the same album.
Nice.
Which is one I like a little bit more.
What's the album called?
It is, oh crap. Now you put me on the spot. It's the one with...
I set you up for failure too. Yeah.
It's the...
Fail. Just fail.
Yeah, it's a fail.
Yeah.
I can't think of it. Just play the song.
Okay. We'll
what
play
if we
it.
sound dumb? I hate you.
Dark Days by Pup and...
Further North by Jets to Brazil.
Nothing sinking like a ship. We're wasting away, bit by bit. Everyone is gone, and everything's changed. It won't ever be the same. And when it's over, we'll say, this winter hasn't been so rough. Oh, it was cold, but still it wasn't cold enough to freeze the blood beneath my spine. And at least I survived. We've had some dark days. We're in the thick of it now. And when the ice breaks, there will be no one around. We've had some dark days. We're in the thick of it now. And when the ice breaks, there will be no one around. This winter hasn't been so rough. Oh, it was cold, but it wasn't cold enough to freeze the blood beneath my spine. And at least I survived. This winter hasn't been so rough. We've had some dark days. Oh, it was cold, but still it wasn't cold enough to freeze the blood beneath my spine. At least I'll survive.
The road tonight is cold with ice and no cars pass by. Thank God for no phone call, just snow and a fire. December endings, and since you sent me things, I just feel further north. This year took 10 years to tell me that I'm alone again. Everything here's about to break. I'm 1 inch from more than I can take. And it's beautiful and sad, but it's all that I have. So tonight, let's stay inside. I'll be the husband with a book for a bride. Tonight, let's stay inside. I could play guitar. I got so many songs that you never heard, and they weren't about you. And I won't change a word just because you're gone.
Thank you all for listening to us babble.
Yeah, thanks.
For any lists and feedback we've got over episodes. As always, please subscribe to us on iTunes or on Spotify or wherever you want to listen, or off our website. If you do subscribe on iTunes, write a review.
No one does that.
I know.
It drives me crazy because it's really easy to do. It's
Granted,
really easy.
I don't think I've ever done it for anybody else.
I've done it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have done it for one or two, but I think I'm told it does stuff for you. I'm not really sure what it does.
It unlocks doors, man.
Yeah.
It's like a key.
Anyway, if you're feeling inclined to write a nice review.
If you feel inclined.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks to everybody that's talked to us on Instagram, Facebook, email. Again, we're still getting a ton of promo material from bands, and I'm still trying to figure out a way to organize it in a way to present it to people.
Maybe we should you and I should hang out for a weekend and we just listen to it all and we each pick a top 5 of what's been submitted to us.
Yeah, but I still feel like they might leave some people that have given us stuff. I don't want to be
well, it's top 5 though, Mike. That's what the show's about. It's not. Let's
discuss this off
top 5 with 20 extras. I mean, that's your Christmas vacation podcast. We already do that one. You gotta make some tough choices, man.
I can't make choices.
Okay, continue.
I lost.
You don't know what to do.
No, I'm so confused. No, just thanks again for all the interactions. We really enjoy it. Say hi to us. If you're daring, send us a message about our WhatsApp chat. Anybody can join. You can,
if you dare,
you can discuss such wonderful topics as.
Don't do it.
No,
don't start a topic.
I won't even start a topic.
Don't do it.
You can have a strong opinion in there because people definitely have strong opinions.
Oh yeah, the strongest.
But let's get to our last pick.
It's the last one. This song, I feel like when you were talking about the whole hermit thing and not going outside and just shutting the doors, closing the curtains. This is that song. And this is another song another album actually that I feel was under celebrated. I like this record and it's got a very kind of bummer tone to it. The song's definitely got a bummer tone to it. So I feel like it's right up your winter alley, your sweater weather alley.
Nate, we have a shirt that says "Don't be a bummer."
Right? I know, but it's wishful thinking. We all know that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like you were talking about. This song is like preparing for those phases of like not going out, staying in, winter depression setting in, and go. Song is Angel in the Snow. The band is Joyce Manor, and the album is Cody.
Great song.
Yeah, you like that one?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, good. Were you a fan of this record?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, me too. I think it's their best. Thoughts?
Their best?
Yeah.
Was the last one the one before that called Never Hungover or something like that? Or?
Could be. It sounds right.
Yeah, I like that one more.
Okay.
But Cody's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's
my
a good
5.
Pick. It's a good pick.
That's it. It's the end.
The last one I picked was Phoebe Bridgers.
Oh.
The song is called Scott Street.
I feel like I've heard a lot about, is it her or is that a band?
It's her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solo artist?
Yeah.
Singer-songwriter?
She is in some other bands. She did that.
Was she on SNL?
No.
Okay.
But here's the mistake I made.
Tell me about that.
I saw that when they released who the first few guests were going to be.
Yeah.
It said like Phoebe Bridges maybe.
Okay.
And Taylor Swift. And I was assuming Taylor Swift was hosting and this girl was going to be singing.
Okay.
But it was not. It was the girl from Fleabag who has a similar name.
Okay.
Hosting and Taylor Swift singing.
Okay. Interesting.
Still a really good episode, but
Yeah.
a little bit of letdown for me.
Okay.
Anyway, Phoebe
The name
Bridges.
is very familiar.
Phoebe Bridges. I brought her up once before on the podcast because Spanish Love Songs did a cover of one of her songs.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, cool.
Anyway, her album's really good, and it's kind of got like a folky singer-songwriter feel to it. And it's this song's about running into a person that you used to be involved with in a relationship. So it kind of brings you. That's always like, to me, it's always like a downer when you do that.
Yeah.
So goes with the sappy cold weather stuff.
I think it fits, Mike.
Well, you
think
haven't heard it
fits.
yet, but you'll assume it'll fit.
Well, I mean, from your description,
I like your
it
faith in
certainly
me.
fits. Yeah. I got faith.
You gotta have faith.
You got to. Angel in the Snow, Joyce Manor, and
Phoebe Bridgers, Scott Street. Stay cool and be excellent to each other.
I wanna go together, together like a barking dog with you. 'Cause I stayed home all day, afraid to live my life. Maybe tomorrow I wanna do something else. 'Cause I'll be feeling better, much better in the afternoon with you. I don't know what to say to save my life. Waiting to follow, I can't control myself like old times fading away from me. Angel in the snow. How come nothing amazes me? I don't know. I said it's gone forever. Burned up in a fireball. The glue has melted all away. The world just falls apart. Pain leads to sorrow, and sorrow leads me back to hell. Like old times fading away from me. Angel in the snow. How come nothing amazes me? I don't know. It must be something out of nothing makes you think you're in a nightclub, paying $10 for a plastic cup of vodka. Doesn't make a difference, doesn't make you wrong or right. You gotta stay this way forever till it makes you wanna die. You needed something out of nothing.
Walking Scott Street feeling like a stranger, with an open heart, open container. asked you, how is your sister? I heard you got her degree. And I said, that makes me feel old. You said, what does that make me? I asked you how it's playing drums. You said it's too much shit to carry. And what about the band? You said they're all getting married. Do you feel ashamed when you hear my name?
Good one. Are you refreshed?
I'm so refreshed.
You look like you just took a cold shower, but it's just a sip of water.
Yeah. It was hot.
You should do a commercial for that water.
I was just getting so hot here.
It was so hot in
it was
here.
so hot in this sweater.
Okay. Well, on that note,